So I'm going to set a base in here, and I'm actually going to use spray foam. And the reason for that is because on the bottom of my base, it's flat. There's no relief or chambered. It's not chambered on the bottom. That's a good word. So usually what I would do is I would use a mortar mix if it were chambered, and that way the mortar mix kind of fills in those chambers and gives you some added support. But I'm going on top of concrete here, and my floor is pretty level except for one spot. I already know, I've kind of dry fitted this already, and I know I'm a little bit low right there. So that's where I'm low. But if you look at this base, by the way, this base was manufactured by North Coast Cultured Products. That's in Bridgeville, Pennsylvania, which is a suburb of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now, I'm not sponsored by them in any way, but I shopped around a lot for bases, and they do excellent work. I mean, this thing is built like a tank. It's flat on the bottom. It's not chambered, and I don't know how much this thing weighs. It's got to be like 100 or 120 pounds, but it's just made fantastic. They custom make it to whatever specifications you want. And what I like about this, it's flat on the bottom, so I really don't need to build up a lot on the bottom. So I think I'm going to use the spray foam because I just want to see where the shim is there. I want to fill in around that shim. Once I shim that and I get this all level, there's going to be a little bit of void space around that shim, and I want to fill that in. And then maybe if there's a little bit of imperfections on the floor, I could, the foam will kind of fill that in a little bit. So I'm going to dry fit this right now and just see and get it all level. So let's go ahead and do that. Like I said, this thing it's pretty nice. It's really heavy. I already put the drain in, so there's another video for that on how to put the drain in properly. So I'm just going to dry fit it in. And I know I'm low on the left already because I've already done this before. So I know. Okay. Just gotta. There we go. Fits in there really nice. Okay. Now I want to get some levels on it. So I could actually come up just a hair still on that side. So you want to make sure you're level on all sides here. Now that's pretty good. I want to make sure I'm level here. So I'm level here. I still could come up just a hair there on the back. And here, that's pretty good right there. And that's really good. Another thing I like to do too is just go ahead and check my slope towards the drain. I have a little level here, and you can see there's some slope there, and there's some slope there. You can see the bubble is not centered, so it's sloping towards the center. That's still pretty good. I might try to just raise it just a hair, but I might actually be able to do that with the spray foam also. That's pretty darn close. I'm going to go ahead and just put like a really thin part of a shim and that back part of it again, and try to re-level it. And then once I do that, I'm going to lift it and spray underneath. And I'll show you the type of foam that I'm going to use. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I added just a little bit to the shim here. I just took a slight sliver more and added it in. I'm going to try to level it up again. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to put it right in the corner there. I'm going to move my base. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so I'm back, and I added a little bit of a shim, a little bit more shim. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to put it right here. That's my low spot. And I'm going to take my 100-pound shower base here. I'm going to get it back in. I'm going to dry fit it again. Get it right on top of the shim. I got to get it on the drain. Okay, there. Okay. Let's take a look for level. See if that raised it up a little bit. All right, that's dead on now. That's good. That's good. That's good. I can never take level enough. So the back's good now. I just want to make sure we have water flowing towards the drain, and we do. My little level. And then you can even take a really big level and kind of go corner to corner. That's good. Oh. And that's good. I really want to double check, make sure I have water flowing towards the drain. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to mark all along the outside. I'm going to draw a line because when I put my foam in, when that foam, I'm going to use minimal expanding foam, number one. And this is what I like. Quad foam. What's nice about this, if you look really close, if you go online and you look at it really close, it says foam pressure, expansion, low. So it's low expanding foam. I don't want a lot of expansion because expansion is going to change my level. It's going to change my, it's going to push up on there. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these, once I put the foam down, I'm going to take these blocks and I'm going to block it right there. And I'm going to put a screw in there temporarily, and that'll hold the base in place until the foam sets up. So that way I know my base isn't going to be pushed up by the foam. But make sure you get low expansion foam. You don't want to, you can go to Lowe's in the paint department and get this. You don't want to put high expansion foam in there. You don't want that thing expanding 3 times and pushing your base all out of level. So, so the next part is I'm going to make a line. I'm going to go ahead and put the foam in. So here I am. I'm going to, I just keep checking level, which is good. It's a little bit, might be a little bit high back there. I might be able to level that up when I put the foam in. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw a line because I want to stay on this line. I want to stay on this line. I don't want to come over this line. And I don't think my foam is going to do that. It's minimal expanding, so should be fine. Yep. So we're good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to go ahead and spray the foam, and then I'm going to set it back down and I'm going to block it. So let's see how that goes. It's really hard to get your fingers under this thing once you lay it down. So, oh man. This is the nicest base though. Look at this. It's just rock solid. There's no give in it. There's no chambers under it. It's just solid. I can't hardly even pick it up. It's really hard to get your fingers under it. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to go ahead and I think what I'm going to do is kind of like lift it a little bit. I'm just going to get it all the way back. I don't want it to fall. Get my foam. I want my shim to be back there eventually. But right now I'm just going to go ahead and get my foam going. I'm going to get it up on my foot. I'm going to get my... This is the void space that I want to... Well, this stuff's not working too well. I'm having problems here. All right, what I'm going to try to do here is lift it up. I'm going to try to drop it down. I want to get a little bit more foam over here. So I'm going to try to drop it down. I try to keep it on. See what I can do here. Now I hope I'm still level. Oh, that's perfect. Could be just a hair low over here. I'm going to try to lift it a second. It's so hard to lift, it's unbelievable. To get my fingers under it. I'm going to push that. That shim is pretty far back there. back down. Check level. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's level. Should have wore gloves. I got this glue all over my hands. That's level. That's level. I want to check my drainage still. So I'm going towards the drain there. There. Oh, yeah, it looks good. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put those blocks in. So hold on a second, I'll be right back. All right, so what I've done now is I've put cardboard on the base so I don't scratch it. And I can put a little weight on it now. And I just want to check my level. Still looks really good. I don't want this base to come up. I don't want it to move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block it. And I'm just going to put these wooden blocks here just to keep it in place. Just use some regular construction drywall screws. Not drywall screws, construction screws. Just go ahead and block it in place so it doesn't rise. I don't think this foam is going to actually have any pressure, but just in case. Going to go ahead and I especially don't want the back corner here to rise up at all. So I'm probably going to just block this a little bit more with some more enthusiasm. I went ahead and pre-drilled these, so we'll go right in. And I can still check my level. Go ahead and put some more in. Back here. I'm going to spread my blocks out a little bit so I can get my level in there. There we go. I'm going to put one up right on the front here. I don't want the front to rise. And maybe I'll put one here. I want to get my level. I want to get my level in there though. That's perfect. So I'll go ahead and block it. You know what I wanted to take this level measurement maybe one more time. So just want to double check. Yeah, that's like right on. Right on. I'm gonna go ahead and block that again. And I'm gonna put one more here. I don't want this rising up. And I'm just going to leave it and let the foam set up. I think I'm level. I'm going to do a water test. I'm going to go ahead and put my my drain mechanism in, and I'm going to just test it out with water. Before I put the walls up, I want to make sure that the water's draining properly. Here's my mechanism. Here's my rubber seal. Pretty easy. Let's go ahead and put the rubber seal in. And then this ring is what gives you the seal. Go ahead and put my ring in. And then comes with this key. You can use this key to tighten it down. And I'm going to go ahead and do a water test. I'll show you that in just a sec. Okay, the moment of truth. This is the water test. So I'm going to pour water all around the base and make sure that it drains towards the drain. I'm just looking. Yep. Everything flows towards the drain. No problems. It did pretty well. It flows pretty quickly towards the drain. I can never check enough. Everything's good. There you have it. Oh, it came out really nice. So once it all sets up, I'll take the blocking off, and then up go my cement board walls. I'm going to use cement board. I'm not going to wimp out and use drywall or any type of lightweight board. I'm going to go cement board, old school, thin set mortar, and so that's what it looks like. Thanks everyone. Subscribe if you like. I'm going to try to keep producing videos. Maybe I'll keep going with this if you want to see videos coming up about the drywall, and I mean the cement board and tiling and all of that. I'll try to keep going.